The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, rise and shine, DMV. It is Sunday morning, but we are waking up to a little bit of a haze across the DMV. Highs today will be getting in the 50s with lots of sunshine, but it doesn't last for too long, so definitely keep it here. We'll talk about that in just a bit.
Also coming up this Sunday morning on DC News Now, more answers. Police revealing new details about what happened inside of a quiet neighborhood home that turned it into a murder scene this weekend. In just a few, we're going to get you up to speed on this double murder and whether or not self-defense had anything to do with it. And protecting your privacy if you feel like online browsers are accessing more about you than you want them to. We're going to show you how our expert tips are helping you take control of your sensitive information. Also, if you're feeling stuffy this allergy season, it might be because you're in Virginia. Why the Commonwealth specifically is seeing an uptick in allergies as we inch closer and closer to spring 2023. It is a busy Sunday morning. Thanks so much for joining us. We're taking a live outside. Normally we start with a live picture of Washington, D.C., but today we're taking you out to Hagerstown, or what you can see of Hagerstown, because of the dense fog that has only changed ever so slightly over the past 3 hours. Brittany, any word on when this fog is going to clear up?
Joe, as we continue to head through the morning, about that 10 o'clock hours where we'll start to see some improvement, but overall it's just very hazy out there. Visibility has been shot down, so if you are going to be heading out right now, just make sure you are taking your time. Visibility reduced to 0 there in Hagerstown, 1 as you head over there to Kaiser, whereas along that I-95 corridor, we're getting a little bit more of an improvement. Now, the National Weather Service has issued a dense fog advisory for areas just along the Blue Ridge that is set to expire about 10 a.m. this morning. So overall, definitely going to be a hazy morning when you are stepping out the door, but sunshine does return as we head into the afternoon. Temperatures there in Hagerstown, 34 degrees. We're going to be seeing that mixture of sun throughout the later half of our morning and then more sunshine by the afternoon. So definitely keep it here, Joe. We'll time that out for you in just a bit.
All right, that is Brittany Ward to start us off there from the Weather Center. Brittany, thank you. We are still on top of that breaking news from overnight following yet another shooting happening in D.C.'s very busy Navy Yard neighborhood. Take a look. A man is now dead after shots were fired near Audi Field. That map there showing you just how close the shots were to where Audi Field is. D.C. police confirming to our newsroom they got the call just before 9 o'clock last night. So here's a list of what we can confirm right now. The victim was taken to the hospital in critical condition where he later died. All of it happening, again, just blocks away from where DC United, our soccer team here, was playing their first home game of the season with thousands of fans in the stands. No word so far on any suspects in this case, but as always, if you have any information, you are urged to contact police, and remember, you can always call them anonymously. Well, also developing now at 8:02 this morning, new details in that murder case that rocked what neighbors call a normally quiet neighborhood in Herndon, Virginia. This happened on Friday. Investigators getting a better idea of what turned a deadly stabbing scenario into a deadly shooting situation. All in all, 2 people are now dead. DC News Now's Katie Ree is on top of those developments this morning. She's back in the studio. Katie, good morning to you. Can you just break down the timeline for us and what happened?
Good morning, Joseph. Now, all this unfolded on Friday morning. That's when police responded to a home on Stablebrook Way. They say a woman called 911 stating her friend was hurt. 37-year-old Christine Banfield was found in an upstairs bedroom with stab wounds. She was later pronounced dead at a local hospital. Now, during that 911 call, that initial one, Banfield's husband got onto the phone and said he shot a man he didn't know after that man stabbed Banfield. Now, 39-year-old Joseph Ryan of Springfield, Virginia, he died at the scene after being shot by the husband. Now, the couple lived in the Herndon home with an au pair and their 4-year-old daughter.
Horribly shocking. You don't want this to happen to anybody, frankly, and that there's a little child involved makes it even more horrific.
So we've been told the au pair is cooperating with this investigation, but Christine Banfield's husband has not spoken to investigators yet. He will not be, about his wife's murder after that first 911 call, and we'll keep you up to date with more information as it becomes available to us in the studio. Katie Ree, DC News Now.
All right, Katie Ree with a very important update. There are still lots of unanswered questions in that case, and of course we'll continue to follow it for you, as she just said there. Our coverage continues also in the aftermath of that massive train derailment in the small town of East Palestine, Ohio, earlier this month. 38 train cars, take a look right here behind me, 38 of them fell off the rails, spilling dangerous and toxic materials that they were holding. And this morning, we're learning that federal officials have ordered a halt to the shipments of the contaminated waste after several new concerns. They are vowing that the removal of all these chemicals will start again, but they didn't give an exact timeline. See, until this weekend, the disposal of this waste that fell off of these cars was being handled solely by state officials in Ohio. Now that's changing, so federal officials will have much more oversight in the removal of the chemicals and the debris. They say this is to make sure it is done in the safest and most lawful way possible. Earlier this week, the National Transportation Safety Board, the NTSB, they released a preliminary report on what led to the fiery derailment. And our Washington correspondent, Rashad Hudson, reporting today from NTSB headquarters in Washington on the details of who the NTSB says is ultimately to blame.
The National Transportation Safety Board says they believe they know what caused the Norfolk Southern train to derail in East Palestine, Ohio.
This was 100% preventable. We call things accidents. There is no accident.
The NTSB blames an overheated wheel bearing, which became 250 degrees hotter than the air temperature. The report also says a sensor failed to alert crew members in time, and those workers were not at fault.
The NTSB has one goal, and that is safety.
NTSB says it plans to hold a rare investigative field hearing in East Palestine to hear directly from community members and the train company.
We can talk about possible solutions surrounding what occurred.
Before the report was released, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg visited the site and addressed criticism that he took too long to visit.
I felt strongly about this and could have expressed that sooner.
Buttigieg responded to former President Trump's criticism of how the Biden administration is handling the crisis.
If the same people who want to come here and play political games are the same people who sided with industry again and again and again and watered down rail regulations again and again and again, I want to see where they've had an actual change of heart.
A full report on the derailment could take months. Reporting in Washington, Rashad Hudson.
All right, Rashad, thank you. Well, speaking of deadly chemicals, Maryland is receiving federal funds to reduce the presence of a chemical known as PFAS. The chemical has been found across the state, but more specifically in 4 Frederick County water supplies. Take a look. So PFAS is a chemical that can be found in everything from household items to foam that firefighters use to put out fires. Money from the feds is now going to help the town of Thurmont to implement a treatment system that'll reduce the number of these chemicals in its water supply. Take a listen.
It's terrific that MDE and the federal government is providing funding to address this issue, not only the town of Thurmont, but other communities across the state of Maryland.
The cities of Myersville, Mount Airy, and Frederick are also affected by PFAS and expected to receive federal funds as well. We'll keep you updated there. It is 8:07, and while Punxsutawney Phil predicted a longer winter for all of us, doctors say the allergy season is actually hitting people harder this year and earlier this year as well. Virginia has some of the worst cities for people with allergies, and the recent record-breaking heat only makes the problem worse. Take a listen.
This is going to be a very bad allergy season. Most years in Richmond, you can start to get pollen as early as mid-February. Pollen has been much worse and much earlier than usual.
Yeah, and another allergy expert that we spoke to said that while most of the symptoms can be treated with over-the-counter medicine you just get at a pharmacy, there are some that you should keep your eye on.
If you're having trouble breathing, so things like wheezing, if you're having, some patients have eye swelling and lip swelling, those are the things that we should address it sooner rather than later, because that can be life-threatening.
Yeah, very important information. Do not wait and just go to your doctor. You can also today close your windows, run your air conditioning, and keep yourself and your pets clean to minimize your exposure to allergens. It is 8:08 this Sunday morning. I guess we can call it a sunny Sunday morning at some point. Brittany, when is the sun going to peek through the clouds here?
You know, we are going to see the sun, Joe, as we head into the later half of our Sunday, but the countdown is on for our holidays are just around the corner. We're springing those clocks forward in about 14 days. Then St. Patty's Day is only 19 days away, and then the official kickoff to spring is only 22 days away. Still in in winter, though, as temperatures are on the cooler side. Early this morning, cloudy start, but again, that sunshine will come through the area later on today, but it won't stick around. So definitely keep it here. We'll talk about that, Joe, in just a bit.